Hello again, everybody. It is the...
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Complete to Newsom. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gone!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Darren Lee there to get him down. But look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent game,
Still
but all
third
for
down.
naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here we go. 3-19.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. He'll look to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right, right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, That's pretty darn strong right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22. Here's a give to Barkley. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A handoff to Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Time to look at the defensive starters for Cleveland. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Lucky 56.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 3-all the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And the Browns getting set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, hurry up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky.
They're going to look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go.
The pitch goes to Barkley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Check 26.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Check. Crunch.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone. Detroit.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now you got to run there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Holding. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run with Barkley.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they were looking to throw,
Still
holding on the
second
big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Hut!
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Over! All right, here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
That was a good chunk of yardage picked up there. And big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
This is Barkley. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
Offense.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Saunders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right, here we go. Boom,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Set. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Pats desperately need this one to have any chance of the playoffs as they came in at 3-7 on the year. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Bengals trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And he's got room. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man in a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
Looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind, because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility that people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. For Kenner here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319.
Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense. Still third down.
The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Rosas puts this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Fullback getting the carry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged, how big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled out a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here, but it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go! 3-19! Over!
Again to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Looking now, and that's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go!
It's Barkley on the counter. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Now let's go. Boom, landed.
stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Complete to Newsom. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Detroit! Detroit!
Four down.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go! Blue landed!
They're going to look to throw. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Fancy footwork at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Patriot!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion, and it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback, and that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so, and sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback, but in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Boom, landed.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Gone. All right, now, look at 56.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1.
Lucky 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
52 to Mike, boy, 52. Oh, here we go.
Back to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. I got you, baby, I got you. I got you.
Over, 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 over.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
And it's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's it, baby.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. No. Check. Patriot.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Blue, land it. Blue, land it.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Right back to him on first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down now, Adams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, that's Adams, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.